So hello guys, the next question in this algorithm series is compare the triplets. So this is an interesting question. In this question there are two players who are playing the games, and on the basis of their points of their each round they we have to print the things. Okay, so we will first of all see the inputs and outputs. So A and B, I don't take that names Alice and Bob. A and B, these are two players and they are playing 3 rounds. Just suppose I'm creating the things in simple manner. In first round they are getting some points. A is getting 17 and B is getting 99. So on the basis of first round, now Allies has own A has won the first round. So in the count of A, one has been added because A has won the round. Sorry, not A. I will rough that. In the first time, B has greater points than the A. So here 0 will be done as 1 because B has won the first round, and B in the B's there is 1 in its account. Now in second game, A has more points than B. So the initial 0 will be 1 in A's account. In the third round also A has greater points than the B. Then the number of rounds will increase of A will become 2. So in this type we have to give the outputs. So the last output is that 2 and 1 because A has won 2 games and B has won 1 game. So this is the basic simple idea, and here this is the thing. And if you see the another example, where is another example? In this example both have the same things, 6 and 6 in second round. So that's why this round has not been calculated in the result. So that was the thing. So we will do the code in C because the logic is same. So if you see the function this first time, the prototype, that's looking very hard, not hard, but okay. So this A count is the length of the first array, this array's length, and this A star int star A is the array itself, means this array is coming in the function. And the second B count is of that, this int B count is that the length of this second array, and this int star B is itself the second array. So these are two arrays, int star A and int star B. So and these are their lengths. So now we have to check that, we have to check respective numbers, and we have to increase the output, and lastly we have to send this output. So if you see the return type of this function int star, so we have to return an array which contains these two numbers. Where are these two numbers? Where is my arrow? So which contains these two numbers in the output. So we want to return that array. So first of all we have to create the array for these two numbers, because always, because two players are playing the game, that's why always our output should be in two numbers. So that's why first of all I will create an array that we are going to return. So now we will create an array for two elements. So before that, if you see this int star result count, where is my arrow? So this int star result count, why this is for? Because they are passing, if you see here, they have declared the result count integer, and they are passing the address of result count because they want to get the number, means the length of the array that we are going to return. As every time we will get this only two outputs, that's why our length of our array should be always 2. So that's why we will directly initialize star result count is equal to 2, because all the time we are returning the array of two elements. So that's why now we have to create an array which we are going to return. So I will create an integer add pointer answer. So in this answer we are going to write our we are going to create our
dynamic memory allocation for two elements using malloc. So for that syntax is malloc. Now we know that we only wanted two elements, that's why I will take 2 star size of integer, because we wanted the size of int, because we wanted the memory for only two elements. So now this we have created. Now we have to iterate the array which checks these both elements. So for that, every time the input is coming in 3 format, means every time they are passing the 3 inputs for both the things. So we will iterate our loop till 3. Okay, so for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus, that's 3 because of they are playing 3 rounds all the time. So now we have to check that this element is greater or this element is greater, means a of 0 is greater or b of 0 is greater, like that. So here we will check that if a of I is greater than b of I, then who will win the game? Who will win the game? As a of I have has greater points, then the first will win the game. First means uh, the game means a the player A will win the game if a of I is greater than b of I. So I will create the variable, new variable a plus plus. So here I will create the players, the name of players, int a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. We are initializing both players. So why it is giving error? Because okay, so we have already an array of a. So here I will take I will take not b and c. Okay, so I will take their names Alice and Bob. Okay, so Alice and Bob. Now we will increase that Alice has won one game as on if the points of Alice are greater than Bob. So this was first condition. Then next condition again we have to check else if a of I is less than b of I. So if this condition is true, then Bob has won the game. So for that I will write here Bob plus plus, as here I have given the semicolon, we have to use comma. So this will increase the things as they own the round, means as whose points are greater than other, they will own the game. And this Alice plus plus and Alice and Bob are the count to remember that how many rounds they have won. Now we have to initialize our created array. We have created our array answer. So now we have to initialize that array with these two numbers. So we will write answer of 0. We will initialize answer of 0 with points of Alice, result of Alice, and answer of Bob means answer of 1 with Bob's points. And lastly we are going to return our answer, because answer contains these two values. So that was the thing. So we will run the code. I think there should nothing any problem. Yeah, so that's the condition. If you wanted to do the all things with your own, means you can directly write your own prototype, your own function, and the taking input taking also you can write your own using scanf. You can take the things. So that's why. But the main logic will be this. You can see another logic also, because there are many minds, there are many talented people who thinks better than everyone. So that was the thing. So thank you guys.